Under the watchful gaze of the night sky, Antigone confronts her sisters, Ismene, the grim weight of their family's tragedy pressing upon her.
Ismene, my own sister, do you not see which of all our fathers' sorrows Zeus has yet to bring to pass on us, the living? All that is terrible, all suffering, all shame, what does not be in yours and mine to see?
My poor sister, what new sorrow do you bring to me now?
Creon has degraded, Eteocles, they bury with full honor a hero's grave. But Polyneices, our brother forbid, live unburied, and mourned a feast for birds. The penalty for touching him is death.
Mad girl, would you defy the king?
He is my brother and yours. I will bury him. It is an eternal law, not of today or yesterday, but living always. I will not be untrue.
Think, sister, you are a woman, not meant to fight with men, and least of all with kings. I will not do it. It is madness.
Then fear no more for me. I go to him a burial mound for my beloved brother.
Go then, if you must, but know this, you are going on a fool's errand.
Antigone exits into the night, resolute. Ismene weeps, paralyzed by fear of the king's power. The following day, King Creon sits on his throne, his authority unchallenged. The chorus leader stands nearby as a nervous sentry enters.
Sir, the dead man Polyneices, someone has buried him, just a sparkle of the dust.
But who will dare? That is no common citizen's work.
We cast lots, and the lot fell on me, sire, to bring this awful news.
The sentry scrambles out. Creon paces, consumed by fury and suspicion.
My lord, it seems to be a divine hand.
Silence, the gods do not honor. Traitors, this is a plot. I tell you, a challenge to my power I will not yield.
Later that day, the sentry returns, dragging a dust streak Antigone before the king. Her defiance is clear, even in captivity.
Yes, my lord, caught in the very act. We brushed off the dust and watched under. She came back willing for her brother and started burying his ahead.
Antigone, daughter of Oedipus, do you know my decree?
I knew it, how could I not? It was public.
Disgrace my love.
Yes, for it was not Zeus who published the decree, nor did justice, dwelling with goods below, enact such law for men. I do not think your edict is strong enough to have been overruled and unwritten and unterrible laws of God. They are not for today or yesterday, but live forever.
Stubbornness in bad cause spells disaster. You boast of your dead.
I openly say I did it. I do not deny it. And if I die before my time, I count it gain. For who lives in sorrow as I do, and would not gain by death?
I'll be master while I live. Guard, take her. Especially the cave. To die alone. Let her appeal to Hades now.
The guard sees Antigone as many rushes and suddenly despaired to share her sister's fate.
No, not here. I help her. Let me share her fate. Mean, you choose to live. My death is mine.
Take them.
Antigone and Ismene are dragged away toward their grove. Creon sits, outwardly composed, inwardly determined. Timon, the king sends an Antigone's fiancé and enters. He approaches his brother with a measured attempt at reason.
Son, and I will not presume to consciously, honestly, but I hear whisper among the people. They say Antigone is incorrect, Mercury.
Alone and weary is visited by the blind prophet Theseus, led by a young boy. The prophet brings an ominous warning of divine displeasure.
I have with warnings, the alcohol of the deed are full. The gods before our prayers, your actions have boldly defeated.
Man, you speak for gain, for profit.
To me, your pride will be your own. Release the girl from the turf. Bury, pollinize. Do not contend with the dead.
I will not yell.
In her days, praying before many days have passed. Your house shall be filled, where mourning for the wrong you have done, a life for a life, a child for a child, taken from your own flesh. You will see with horror what your quarry has.
Theseus is led out, leaving Creon profoundly shaken.
My lord, he has never been wrong. You must run.
It is hard to give in, but I cannot fight against fate. Go, quickly, my servant, go. Release the girl and build a tomb for the dead. I am afraid.
Creon rushes out, frantic, realizing the terrible error of his judgment.
Antigone, forgive me. I have come. Oh, Haemon, my son, what have you done?
Creon emerged devastated, his life shattered.
She sank herself, and my son he found her. And in his grief, he turned his sword upon her himself.
Messenger enters, bringing news of one final unbearable tragedy.
When you died, she has died upon hearing a Haimon, she took her own life.
Oh, terrible burden, all falls on me. My fault, all my fault. I am nothing, take me away. I have murdered my own.
Wisdom is by far the greatest part of the happiness, and reverence for the good must be in violence with word of the both wind which blows in the thorn. Even after wisdom are
Lead the way, a ruined man leaving Thebes to mourn the tragic consequences of pride and rigid law.